I would like to speak briefly about my trip to the UN Commission on the Status of Women this year, which will be taking place in March. The International Anglican Women's Network sends a group of 20 people, and I'm the one representing Canada, so I'm the Primate's delegate. This year, the priority theme for the Commission on the Status of Women is on the implementation of the Millennium Development Goals for women and girls. So I work a lot with children and youth, and one of the things that I think is interesting is how early on our understandings of gender norms and gender stereotypes are formed, and how when things stick out, the kids notice it right away and ask me about it. So for example, one of my favorite things to do is to wear a tie to church on Sunday. I considered wearing one today, but I'm not. And I wear my tie on Sunday, and the kids come up to me and they just look at me and they say, "You're wearing a tie?" And I say, "Yes." And they're like, "Why are you wearing a tie?" And I explain to them that I enjoy wearing ties, and they're kind of like, it really strikes them as odd that a woman would choose to wear a tie. So I think even those little things just about appearance and about expectations for behavior, I see them all the time in the children and youth that I work with. And so it's really important to me to give them an opportunity to question their assumptions about gender norms and stereotypes. That comes up all the time in parish work. So, last year, when I was there, it was the largest commission on the status of women on that particular theme, which was the elimination and prevention of violence against women, that had ever taken place. So there were 6,000 people who had gathered at the United Nations from all over the world to discuss this topic. Working in the church is my calling, and my calling is very much related to gender equity and making sure that justice is something that's a priority for us, because I think God calls us to do justice in the world.